everyone says that like this is the mecca of that grape, or France is the mecca of this, or Italy is the mecca. The word mecca just gets thrown around way too much. But if all these places are the mecca, then Switzerland's the El Dorado of wine. It is the golden city, you know, in the forest, behind the mountains. It is. Once you go there, it's so captivating. The vineyards are some of the most beautiful in the world. They're extremely unique the way that they're built. It's magnificent. It almost looks like something like out of Lord of the Rings. It shouldn't really exist on Earth. And they have a breakfast wine. I don't know. That's really cool. That they have breakfast wine. There'll be spoiler alerts for that. It's Chasselas, but we're not gonna. Anyways, and then the wine culture. I'm gonna let Dylan kind of wrap up this part right here.
Yeah, that's what really drew me in too. So I grew up going to Switzerland every year, twice a year, to visit my family. My mom came over in the 80s. She ended up going back when I finished high school in 2011. But it was just always very much ingrained. It wasn't out of the ordinary to have a wine with lunch, you know, for example. And I still remember my very first time drinking wine, actually. It was my grandpa's 80th birthday. I was 13, and I was at the table, and my uncle, the winemaker, is going around pouring everybody a glass. And, you know, he starts pouring. I'm like, oh, no, I'm okay. He's like, Dylan, you're 13. It's your grandpa's 80th birthday. You're going to drink this dang wine, all right? I'm like, okay. And, you know, of course, it was probably a Chasselas, and so it was pretty easy to drink. So I was like, this isn't too half bad, you know. My dad was like, don't get used to that. You're going back to the U.S. So, but from there it was, you know, as we say here, it's like having salt on the table. So it's paired so easily with the food there. It's just so natural them to say, oh, you know, we're having some fondue, some raclette. I'm just gonna have this Chasselas with it. Or they eat a lot of dried meats over there, so you're gonna have a nice little like gamay or a pinot, and it's just very casual.